Yo. We, yo. Kichwa njicho wacha mambo yako bwana. Najma. Oa. Oa Najma. Oe. Usiniambie kama umekufa geto. Acha michezo yenu ya kufia geto. Najma. Hey. Yeah. Najma.
Kabireri mutunye 11 mwaka wa 2025 Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yo wenye nchengathire Nyaboga tokubaterana na Kevin kuri studio ya Kabere ene kevuna chibicheche na Mario ingo ikirachira asenchira ere yo wekirano karansoike obana intugoika omwerio Mwaziri wa Borendi Boime omoske Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen nigo agenderere kora abanyanyimbo abamilitari na boigo abarai bande n'abantu kuro ase kyumbe kira kyo musarabo mubariri eri gotori abantu kuro achiwodi sato imeya chesongoch egotoka ebungi ya Marakwet East imeya erigio Marakwet abo banyoretwe no mochando bokwanyuka kweli roba kubwatikana nembura enyinke yabereke gotwa osiatute obotuko bogokira ritkoria igoro ritkoria kabererero murkumenigo aika ensemeyu nabaraigo sabana siasa hamo no muwaziri w'abakoreri bwa serikali omoske Geoffrey Ruku erio kogendereria nemero berio yogotoria naboigo osegotoria abanyorete gwako na kuligia balia basombete kosegotindo kwaniriro berio murkumeni go ateba asemiro bireyo ya chageterit koregoro mambia abantu emeronko ebere no yomo nigo basiria magimabo abande gwetani 30 nigo baborite asa abande gwetani emerongo ebere na batano batigeirwe ne chinko machintindi asimibere akorende nigo barugetiwe oika asa chinyagitari chinene ire konyora obubwenye.
In terms of the bodies, yesterday, I remember I announced yesterday that there are 21 bodies that were found. 21 included the 2 that were found today on the ground. When I went to Embobud yesterday, so I'm a local, so I have an advantage of continued conversation with the people there. So when I went to Embobud yesterday, we could not retrieve one body because of the access between where we were and what we call Mbolod River. The Mbolod River is the one actually that caused more damage down there. So I am sure that there's a conversation with the families to see how best that can be handled. There's a request also at home there by some of the family members to say if we found our loved ones in the situation they would have wished to bury them. But there's a government protocol for handling in such disasters, for handling persons who have lost their loved ones. We will be engaging them to make sure that is dealt with. Today, I think the search should be able to lead us to a number of persons who are missing. And in law, you cannot say they are dead until they are established that has happened. So the missing persons will continue being sought. It is very sad, by the way, that some families lost 5, 6, immediate family members. So it's not a very easy thing. I am sure that the team has also updated you that a priority now is psychosocial support, including counseling services that are going to be dealt with. So since we did yesterday an update, this evening I think we should do another formal update in terms of the search and confirm. But as you know, last night 16 bodies who came this way. 2 were in Kapsawar, and then the other two, one was still on the ground, and these other two that have now been finally confirmed. So we were still working with the 21 for now until we do another update later.
Chinga kiechechio muskimun komenigo akwanire gintu kirirete riroberio kwanyoka asatebete nugotogorwa kwemete egintu kiriro riroberio kobari yenga yengu naboigo ogokiana wechinde miromiro komenigo airamuna kubwatirana ne serikali ye county ya Elgeyo Marakwet na nigo babekire emiroberio yokoene kiabuna ngunganya bari abamenyi abo korwa abamenyi abategete kurwa sense meyo anemo abagokora oburemi go airabuna bachi kwenekia balia banyorete ogwakuko mbanye ose bali banyorete ogwakuko kugosirini benyinge mbatiwe naboigo eserikali enene kubatira ne serikali ye county naboigo ebyombe mbarige chinchera barabakonya.
This is a catastrophe that is really very painful to all of us as a country, and I must really appreciate the work that has been done jointly between the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Defense, Public Works, county governments, non-state actors, especially led by Red Cross, the local community, the well-wishers. Many people are really calling us to say that they would really want to stand with the victims of this tragedy, notwithstanding what government will do. And I'm sure that the county government was working on something to ensure that we have a better ways of channeling this support. What I'm happy is that yesterday we had a very good turnaround in terms of response, and I hope that going forward we will continue farming up our capabilities as a country to respond to disasters, and with climate change, this phenomenon that we will be dealing with as time goes. Let me speak to you now as a resident. You see, the biggest problem with this issue is deforestation, the problem of landlessness. Remember that when we moved people from Mbobut, again I was in the task force that we worked on that issue, we moved them below the road. Some part of the below the road was still in the forest, but it was a compromised position for the time being so that you can find a better settlement. But now if you go further to the escarpment when and I had a chance to go around that place, a lot of this landslide happened in the Mbobut ward side. If you go further now where people own their own personal land, you will find that the kind of farming methods are precipitating this issue. Remember this ancestral land. If you have to move everybody in Mbobut, you close the whole ward. So part of the things we've been discussing with the county government is to see how we change the farming methods. Instead of doing millet and maize, it may be better to go to tree crops. And that is what, the county government and us have been conversing as people from this area to see if we can move all these people away from maize farming. Remember also that these are one community. The people in Valley and the one in Mbobut, they go to Valley, they live in the Valley, they come and farm at the escarpment there. So this, we can tell them we now move maize farming to the Valley, we do irrigation. Remember that as we dealt with security issues, there is possibility that these people didn't need to come and do what they were doing, because part of the reason why that farming was happening in the escarpment is because these were people who were running away.
Togo skabuse yo kabero mokonyi mu muraibu ensi musikiriga digashagwa oyubono uri muraibu kiama kiregia DCP nigo atogire mu Prime Minister umukoro nyagosira Raila Odinga okwana kurofika asomoyega omanyekaine bunanke miyawatho utko bugo kira rero gashagwa nigo amutogia Raila asoburai abegete asikiama kiayegia ODM nagoteba nerebuya abarai bande babuati amabarato Raila.
As we mourn Raila Odinga, I must admit, I admire two things about that old man. And I'm really very touched by his leadership. Look at the political party that he built called ODM. A strong political party that though he has never been elected president, he is able to get into every government and get what he wants, because he has a strong political party. But most importantly, his political party All the legislators are top-notch lawyers. These are the people who have protected Raila Odinga for 30 years. If you look at Raila's team, James Orengo, Otieno Kajwang, late, Omolo Atiende, Karoli Omondi, Peter Kaluma, Edwin Sifuna, Stewart Matier, Catherine Muma, Mile Odhiambo, the bad girl, Beatrice Oyomo, Tom Ojieda, Okongo Mgeni, Mohamed Faki, Ochieng, and Babu Owino. Great minds. Great minds. Then nyinyi munanipatia Kawanjiko wa Matinga wa Makeki. Good people, my people. My people. Your leader is in trouble. He has no foot soldiers. You have given him togeges. Yet you sit here, great minds. Great minds. And you can see the lawyers you gave me have stood for the people. I'm asking you tonight. I'm asking you tonight. The party that have formed to look for government and to protect the interest of our people, the DCP, I'm looking for 140 legislators. I am requesting this group here tonight to give me 40 lawyers to back me up.
Chinga kiechechio moraibu kiama kia Wiper Front na boigo omo Vice President omokoro Musika Kalonzo Musyoka nigo ainyora abanyankonko na bacha kibeka tipa yo mwaka 2010 ase ainyora moraibu ense ogatatu na boigo Nyagusira Moi Kibaki Nyagusira Raila Odinga amonere buna abacha kibeka tibeyo ense ya Kenya egenderete gotumika gwikabono Kalonzo niga boli abantu na baraiba mwabo korua obomo buribo kwamire serikali gose the United Opposition bamokobe kochia bondo elio gochia kumwara ira amaskania mwaro ritkurere Hamis ewikeye.
When we enacted Constitution 2010, which I believe is a true legacy by our fallen hero Mzee Mwai Kibaki, and now our brother Raila Amolo Odinga, and since we are still in the morning period, allow me to ask all of us to stand for 1 minute and remember those giants of Constitution 2010. Remember them for a minute. Mwai Kibaki was a president. Raila Odinga was a prime minister. Yours truly was a vice president. They gave us a truly important document. Let's just remember them for 1 minute. Joey! 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 I welcome you to join me on Thursday, and we'll go and shout Joey, because we want, my friend, please. Tafadhali musije mukanichezea sample hiyo. I'll begin to organize a demonstration. I'm actually an expert. So, is that better? Thank you. Those of you able, let's actually go to Bondo next Thursday in a style like no other to begin, because there's no way William Ruto and his ilk can pretend to mourn Raila Amolo Odinga. There's no way. There's no way. Absolutely no way. So those of us who feel that we have a true inheritance in Constitution 2010, let us all go to Bondo. People are, watu wanatoa ng'ombe, wengine mbuzi, tuende huko. Celebrating also our culture. We join with our brothers and sisters from the Lake region.
Maraibuense Daktari William Ruto nigo agendereire taro ya matukane ya magendero orogongo Robertson asenchiringia kurende nigo ainanire chira chinyinke nsemeyu echo chira chiekogania chibesa chinyinge hoikirania ritskore akanerero Ruto niga atarira inyagitari enene ya Kakamega referral gukwana kurwa ase nyagitari eyo Rito nigari eire na goteba mbachie gutinya ensemo yobo chenu imeyense ya Kenya na kwane kyabunangwa kanabare abakora imirimo bechinyagitari gose bobo chenu abo bamanyekaire buna community health promoters besa chiabo echyo babeire batarabakana magayayo muskeruto nigo aikirana emisa ase kanisa ya African Divine egotoka Gamalenga ekaunti ya Vihiga.
Hatutaki afya iwe ni starehe ya watu matajiri na walio na pesa na walio na kazi. Tunataka afya kulingana na katiba ya Kenya iwe ni haki ya kila Mkenya. Awe na kazi, asiwe na kazi, awe na pesa, asiwe na kazi, maskini na tajiri, sisi wote. Katiba ya Kenya inasema kila mwananchi ahakikishe, serikali ihakikishe kila mwananchi anapata afya ya hali ya juu, and that is what we must do. Na ndio mimi nawashukuru hawa CHPs, hawa community health promoters, ndio our frontline soldiers, wale mashujaa wa kipaumbele wanatusaidia katika vijiji kuhakikisha ya kwamba kila mwananchi anahamasishwa kwa mambo ya afya. I must commend CHPs. They are our greatest warriors against matters to do with diseases in Kenya. Sawa sawa. Na vile tulikubaliana, tutalipa pesa yenu kama national government. Mimi nashukuru baraza, hata na yeye analipa sehemu yake. We are one team. Tunashirikiana pamoja. Maneno yale mengine yote ya watu wa Kakamega nilishasema. Nimewaongelesha kuhusu barabara zenu, nimewaambia vile pesa tumewawekea na barabara zimeanza Kakamega. Mambo ya stima tumepanga Kakamega. Mambo ya stadium yenu hapa tumepanga Kakamega. Mambo yote ya maendeleo tumekubaliana na viongozi wetu. Si namna hiyo? Ile mimi nawauliza watu wa Kakamega. Sisi wote ni ndugu moja, wa taifa moja. Ile tumekataa kabisa ni siasa ya chuki na ukabila na ubaguzi na migawanyiko. Tuko pamoja jameni? Kuna viongozi katika maono yao, katika vichwa vyao, they never see anything good in Kenya. Wanaongea maovu kuhusu taifa letu. Wanaongea mabaya kuhusu taifa letu.
Chabto kirestaika ikomina Isano na Isato, igure Chinsa Isano na Ibere chabono mubaso. Nkwane yo moskiruto nerego twikira mwere w'Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asinchira yo bwenga mwere taro bure yorobye chikoraga Chinsa ikomi ngwira natorege iganande tokaretera yo mona yanda manga asinchira yo bwenga.
Eduka yobomo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka cholide ili kubatoka chirangi cha Crown Paints eyure company nambe yemo eyo karose chirangi meyense yiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biriya bikomanya seka ngo kwanira chirangi ejo boyiko chire chichi brand ao ejo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao punabono mbabwata chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba iziko ya nyumba chire chikomentrani bwa amavuta yani oil na buigo chiria chia mache inyoranga chirangi chiga nigo chiri kurwase chiri chiri guririke iriria gatigati wikari guri iria bantabatinu moigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo bwochoganya chirangi wikabunuraganie bwochoganire erangi yiga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores na bokwege namuna ekale aho watagete nigo kwayanyora bwikirano tutarire rero eriwe nyorere abamanyi naboigo Ekeonga enyumba yao use asomanyete use chire biashara nchibwatokorelekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego tokase enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumuchuri go musongo eyuerange ne duka ya Safaricom mwigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyuere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetera seti namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Customer Best Herbal Shop.